Can I tell you a secret? Community is the most powerful antidote to isolation. This will be a great relief for anyone who has ever experienced true loneliness. And I'm not talking about merely the absence of people, but a deep-seated sense of disconnection that can cast a shadow over every aspect of life. It can cause the mind to spiral into negative thoughts and exacerbate feelings of worthlessness and despair. So how does community help? Genuine connections, supportive relationships, and engagement with a compassionate community can restore hope, rebuild self-esteem, and create a network of care that nurtures mental resilience and fosters emotional healing. The key to alleviating loneliness and fortifying individuals against its most destructive impacts is a supportive community. Hello, my name is Tiara Fennell. I'm an assistant clinical professor for the University of Maryland's Couple and Family Therapy Master's Program, as well as the clinic director for the Center for Healthy Families. I'm also a researcher and a licensed couple and family therapist practicing here in Maryland. It is my distinct honor to join you all. Given our daily responsibilities and commitments, it is easy to be disconnected from our communities, which is compounded by the suffering and division happening all around us. And yet, staying engaged is exactly what we need to combat the mental and emotional impacts of the world. We often hear about the importance of taking care of our bodies, eating right, exercising, getting enough sleep. But did you know our mental health directly correlates to our physical health and well-being? In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's tempting to ignore our stressors and anxieties, thinking our emotional burdens are something to endure in isolation. But here's the thing, mental health isn't something we should ever tackle alone. The people around us, our families, friends, communities, play a crucial role in our well-being. They can uplift us in times of need, help us navigate challenges, and remind us that we're never alone, even when it feels that way. And there's decades of research backing this up. In 2014, researchers noted that people living in areas with higher social cohesion experience lower rates of mental health problems. So what does this mean? Social cohesion is defined as a community attribute that includes trust, mutual support, and the formation of strong social bonds. We experience this on UMD's campus all the time. We see it during class changes, game days, or even major events like commencement. As I'm sure you'll all remember, social cohesion disappeared across the world during the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. For the sake of our physical safety, we had to isolate in our homes. For a lot of us, that meant that we would go for long periods without seeing another person, and we were disconnected from a lot of our communal coping mechanisms. And that had a real impact on our mental well-being. One study highlighted that 40% of US adults reported struggling with mental health or substance use during this time, and we are still seeing the impact of that period of isolation today. A recent survey reported that 90% of US adults believe that we are facing a mental health crisis years after the onset of COVID-19 pandemic. I could go on citing statistics, but I think you all understand the main point, which is community, a sense of belonging and togetherness can combat a lot of negative impacts we have seen on our mental health. Given this, I hope to leave you all with some helpful tips for how to care for yourself and your mental well-being. First, seek support from mental health professionals. When you have a tickle in your throat or a pain in your leg, you would reach out to a doctor to get support for how to manage or even alleviate your symptoms. As a clinician, I've described going to therapy as an opportunity for people to put on their capes and to tap into our greatest superpower as humans, vulnerability. Your ability to be vulnerable with yourself allows you to be open to vulnerability with others, and that is how healing begins to spread around the world, in my humble opinion. The Center for Healthy Families here at UMD offers therapy services that specialize in relational health, whether we're seeing a family, couple, or an individual. This systemic perspective can help you gain a better understanding of yourself and the world around you, which in turn helps you to process your experiences in an adaptive way and be better able to engage in the relationships that matter to you. Second, integrate some mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Many studies have shown that mindfulness can help to manage stress, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, and even improve self-esteem. These practices include meditation, deep breathing, or even taking a leisurely walk on McKeldin Mall, or taking a few moments to really be still and check in with yourself. What do I need right now? Do whatever works best for you. And last, but certainly not least, socialize. Spend time with people who matter to you or have a shared interest. This can include your family, friends, coworkers, or thousands of other fans cheering for the same team. The relationships that we build and our engagement with those around us help to keep us grounded. Focusing on these relationships creates opportunities to be nurtured and to nurture others. So I want to leave you with a final thought. Taking care of your mental health is not a sign of weakness. It is a powerful act of self-care. It's something that we all need to prioritize just as we would our physical health. And remember, you don't have to walk this journey alone. The people around you, your friends, family, community, and fellow Terps are there to support you. Reaching out for help when you need it can make all of the difference. Whether it's through a kind word, a shared experience, or simply being present, the connections we build can significantly improve our mental well-being. So, as you move forward, I encourage you to nurture those connections, reach out when you need support, and be a part of a community that fosters mental health for all. I have certainly found mine here at UMD. Be well and go Terps!